Mike and Jake, they kind of know stuff. Kind of. Mike and Jake, the almost experts. Just bros being dudes when the gang gets reckless. Mike and Jake, the almost experts. Tell it like it is, and they might be guessing.
Thanks for tuning in to episode 12 of Mike and Jake, the Almost Experts podcast. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the summer break. We're going to talk a little bit about the Cardinals game that Jake and I attended. We're going to talk a little bit about moving and some life updates. And generally, we're just going to be vibing out a little bit and talking in between and just seeing where this thing goes. And at the end, we are going to do a little snake draft over our favorite types of pizza. So stay tuned.
And we're back to the Almost Experts podcast, episode 12, Mike.
Episode 12.
And it felt like it took a while to get here.
No, it did. It took forever.
I actually went and looked on Spotify to figure out what episode we were on, and it got posted episode 11 like April 29, something in there. So we're a couple weeks away, but we're here.
Oh yeah, we're here.
We're back.
I mean, it's just so hard.
But I don't know how many times we can say we're back though, because
I know
it feels
like. Here's the thing. Okay, now we're in the summer.
Summertime, baby.
It's the summer. We are in the summer. We're in the thick of it, and I no longer have a bedtime.
Oh wow!
I don't have a bedtime.
I still got 2.5 days of bedtimes.
Yeah, but you'll get over that.
Yeah, I mean,
you can. I trust me when I tell you that. There's a last push the last couple of days where you can stay up a little bit later
no, I get
and
it.
function because you're pumped. But
I get it. So you guys are out. You guys are out of school.
Yeah, we're out. We're officially out. We're done.
Graduation, all of it done.
I mean, ever since the testing, it was almost like you're just babysitting at that point.
Sure.
But the amount of kids that I've turned away from the gym is astonishing.
Wow. Okay, that's a real thing.
It is
because I've coached PE, taught PE, coached PE. Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, you were there.
I taught PE before.
Yeah.
And those last couple weeks, they just send those kids down like crazy.
Yeah, and I get it because they're going every which way, and I totally understand. And kids ask me to go to different rooms, and it's not a bad thing. I don't want to make it sound like it's a bad thing. But the problem is if you let one,
oh yeah,
it'll be like, I mean, you'll have a flock of geese just come out of nowhere and just. You know, you're like, what's happening? And then everybody's asking to go different places, and you got people in the bleachers like, oh my God, it's a nightmare.
Have you sent the email ever of please stop sending your kids to the gym?
I did early days, and now it's kind of like a running joke. Like the kids will literally ask me, and somebody else will be with them. Like, I told you he's going to say no before I even say no. You know, and it's just like, I mean,
roll with the punches now.
I just don't. I don't know. It's hard in the gym sometimes because it's just so spaced out and crazy and loud, and you just have some issues that can arise. And I just try to minimize those as much as I can. But it is astonishing. Like I said, it's astonishing the amount of kids that I turned away, which you know, to go back on it a little bit. When I was in high school, I would have loved to go to the gym.
Oh, you get the boys and you go play 21?
Oh, yeah.
Or you go play, can we play fives?
Yeah.
Shirts and skins?
Yeah. We broed out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get your boys. Everybody's like, hey, man, ask ask Miss Bruce if you can go next hour. I bet she'll say yes.
Yeah, she'll say yes.
Yeah, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do it. Let's wait till about halfway through the hour, though, where it looks like we finished our work.
Yeah.
It's like, so
and then we'll go play.
And so maybe I'm not being a bro by letting some kids come in there.
Sometimes that's okay as a teacher.
Yeah, it's like, but sometimes I'm just not being a bro, and I'm sure that they want to have it. So, you know, also, it's so funny in PE, and I know that you had it too. It's so funny how, like, in the last 2 weeks of school, when everybody's just kind of rowdy and rambunctious, and you have like a couple kids get into it, you know, and then you got to go over there and be like, guys, look,
it's a couple days.
Are you going to be an idiot with 7 days left of school? Like, do you want to graduate? Like, can you please don't make me have to do something? All right, yeah, you're right, coach.
Yeah,
I'm like,
sorry,
I am right. You know, like every now and then I am right. My wife doesn't think so, but every now and then I am correct. But so I don't know. That's always fun.
We are, like I said, we're 2.5 days away. One of those days we're doing some interviews all day. The other day I have to go to a conference meeting in Cape, and then the Wednesday's a half day, and then we do graduation Thursday. So we're rolling a little bit.
Wow, brag alert. I'm just over here talking about PEs like I've got conferences and interviews.
I don't have to necessarily be at school, but I have to be at work.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
No
what
big
a
deal.
life.
Yeah.
What a life.
Yeah.
While you're doing conferences, trying to better the school district and the athletic programs and trying to find the right person for all these jobs that you have open, I'm going to be figuring out if I'm going to let so-and-so and so-and-so play dodgeball again.
Yeah.
Because they are a little rambunctious.
They're punching each other.
Yeah, they're
Jimmy
punching
and
each
Joe.
other. And they get real deal mad, but then they're okay in 10 minutes. So
No, it definitely, and people, we're going into, is this going to be your 10th year next year, or is it?
next year is going to be my 10th year.
Okay, next year will be my 11th year. But I remember early on in my career, people would always say, whenever it's going to be a full moon, because those kids, they'll get crazy. Whenever spring break's coming, Christmas break, summer break is a different animal. Because, for one, some of those kids don't realize that discipline will transfer over.
Yeah.
But for two, summer's here.
Yeah. And also, the discipline doesn't transfer over. And sometimes as a teacher, you have to realize that too. Because you're like, I still got to probably, be a good person
Right.
when I don't want to be. I saw a TikTok, I'll say this. And just because you said it, it was so funny. It was just, it was a teacher, and she was like, when I have 2 more days of school left, like this is how I've got to get ready. And she just like takes out some lipstick and she starts putting it on her mouth, and she kind of turns it over right before, and it's Elmer's glue that she puts on her lips, and then she just kind of shuts them tight, and she's like, this is how I've got to act, or how I dress for school in the morning. And I just thought that is so funny, because that's how it is.
Yeah.
As a teacher, it seems like you just are like, everybody's over it. Everybody's
get through it.
Everybody's just wanting to get to the summer break, which, there's like one perk into teaching public education now, it seems like. And your perk is the summer,
The breaks. Yeah.
the summer vacation, the breaks. And, you have weekends off like that. That's a huge perk. But
So obviously we got owl season starts tomorrow for our summer. I know you won't be there, so I'm sorry for bringing it up in front of you.
no,
But
they're good.
what are some other summer things that you look forward to? I know you coach a lot, but is there certain things in the summer that's like, summer's here, it's time to?
Man, I'm gonna nerd out on you, okay?
Bring it.
Because I really enjoy yard work.
I did some today. Keep going.
Yeah, I just really enjoy it. I mean, I'm not crazy like landscaping. Like I'm gonna make a a fountain today. I'm not doing that.
Imagine Mike and Jake, the fountain
The
experts.
porcelain fountains. You ever seen the SNL skit? If you got a fountain, I come to you.
Yes,
if you need to get it delivered, I come to you. The porcelain fountains. If you guys haven't
good.
seen that Saturday Night Live skit with Ryan Reynolds, highly recommend. So funny.
Pretty good.
But no, I really like yard work. Like today, actually, I was out there for about, I don't know, 2 hours maybe. And Courtney called me and she's like, hey, we're going to go eat Mexican with everybody. And I'm like, well, at what time? She's like 5. Well, it's 4:20, and I'm literally look like I've been rolling around in mud. And I'm like, well,
Did you have your yard shoes on?
I bought some new yard shoes.
Okay,
the other
sorry.
day.
Go ahead.
I bought some new yard shoes, and I'm excited about
Brag
them.
alert.
Yeah, I went to Sam's Club for the first time. That's where I bought
That's
them.
your first time being to Sam's?
Well, okay, time out. I didn't mean that. It's the first
time in
I've
a
been,
while.
It's the first time since college.
Okay, that's still an achievement.
Yes, and when I went to Sam's Club in college, I just went because my roommate had like a Sam's card, and so we would go there. We would go in and out because we're college kids that have no care about anything else. I went in there the other day as an adult, and that is an amazing store.
I love Sam's.
Oh,
Especially you went to Mizzou, Columbia, and I mean that.
right.
I love Columbia Sam's.
Yeah. So I go in, and it's just like they have Callaway golf shorts everywhere.
Anything you want is in there.
Yeah. It's an unlimited.
Anything.
Yeah, and you could get 150 of them if you wanted to.
Yeah, for a good price.
Yeah, it's just like, oh,
But is Sam's and Costco, are they a lot alike? I've never been to a Costco.
I don't know if I've ever been to a Costco, but I think they're similar.
They're
They might be larger in bulk. You know, they might be like, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I hope people don't think that I know things.
I mean, you're almost an expert.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm actually not even close to an expert on Costco. I'm not even close. I said that, and then I'm thinking like, well, we have a pretty big. We're global.
Well, you said TikTok earlier, and then of course now we're on Costco. But that's something they always talk about on TikTok, or at least in my TikTok might be different than yours. But the Costco hot dogs is something big that they always talk about, and then Costco pizza and stuff. And I've never been to a Costco.
So do you bring the boom?
Bring the boom? Those dudes are
Can you believe they might
money.
be listening.
I mean, yeah. If they are listening, I'd love to have them on the pod.
I would love to have them.
If what is it, Big Justice and AJ?
Yeah, AJ and Big Justice. Yeah.
If they happen to be in the check and they're listening, I would love to have them on.
And bring a chicken bake.
I think I might love a chicken bake.
Well,
How did we get here?
yeah, I don't know.
Okay, yard work.
Yes,
That's where we were.
No,
You were
that's
doing
what
yard work today.
Yeah, well, you said yard shoes, and then it made me think of my yard shoes, which they're like
Wow.
they're like water sandals, and I bought them at Sam's Club. But yes, I was doing yard work, and I really enjoy it. We were talking about. This is so wild how far we get off. We were talking about summer plans. My summer plans are yard work, golf, and coaching basketball. That is my summer plans. And then I guess weights, but I count that as coaching basketball. So,
Yeah. And owls when you can.
yeah, when I can.
Yeah.
When I can. Which is going to be hard this year because we split at Twin Rivers, which it happens everywhere. We split athletes with a couple other teams. So we just run out of days. I mean, people want to do things all the time, and they should. They want to. So I've got some Sunday stuff that I have planned. It's summer basketball. I just want them to be in the gym.
What kind of yard work were you doing? Were you mowing?
I was mowing, and then I had to rake some leaves today because I had some leaves that got blown up by trees, and then I had a couple places I weed eated, and then I have a deer feeder at the house. And I was refilling that, and then I spilt the corn everywhere, and then I was picking up the corn.
That's fun.
Trying to spread it out. It's like, gosh, I'm an idiot.
What kind of mower do you have?
I have a 0-turn.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it like a brand, or is it just
What brand is it? I
don't know if I couldn't tell you the brand of mine, but I was curious.
No, it's not like a Kubota, and it's not like an X-Mart. Or X-Mark. It's not a John Deere. It's I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. If you would have not asked me, I probably would have been. I probably would have told you. But I have that little 0-turn, and it's funny you asked that because I showed Courtney how to use it the other day, like how to drive it. Yeah, and I was gone for an entire weekend, and like 2 weeks ago, and she texted me and she was like, "I almost got on the mower and mowed." I'm like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I go, "Well, why didn't you?" And she goes, "There's no adult supervision here." It's like
Couldn't figure it out.
Oh, you should see her on that thing. She gets a little scared.
It's pretty fun.
But
my dad has a big. I don't know the brands of stuff. I'm terrible at stuff. But he's got this big fancy 0-turn, and he had an older 0-turn that he was going to loan to me so that I could use at the house. This was years ago, and while it was on the trailer, we were taking it to the house. We realized that it started leaking gas and leaking oil. And so he took it back to go get it fixed. Well, in turn of that, he gave me his other mower, which is like the type of mower, and I don't know the correct name, but it's a 0-turn up at the hands, but you stand back behind it.
Oh.
And it's like whenever you go, I see them more whenever you go to the mall. It's
when you go to the city, really.
And people are just zooming on those things.
Oh, yeah, they're terrifying looking.
It is so scary. But I mowed with it today. I mean, that's what I mow with. And whenever you get off of that thing, you feel like you just got kicked off of the roller coaster. Like it
makes you feel terrible.
Yeah, not quite, because you didn't get to feel what it was like to be on the roller coaster. But it's your legs, everything is just so tired.
Right, because you're
You've
pretty
just
much
been
tensed
standing
up.
and just been,
Well,
shaking
yeah,
the
you've been
entire
tensed
time.
up. You know what I mean? It's pretty terrifying.
I've been thrown off of it a couple times too. But thankfully, whenever you let go of the hands, it will turn off the motor and do all this stuff. The safety stuff. But it'll throw you around if you're not careful.
Right. Yeah. So that I would love to try that. You need to bring that
Come
over.
on, yeah, we can make it happen.
Yeah. So I think the mower that I have, by the way, because I thought about it, I think it's called a Ferris, like a Ferris mower. It's red. It's really nice. It's a nice little lawnmower. So I actually enjoy mowing. I love it. I tell people all the time. One of my favorite things about coaching baseball when I did it for those years at Hawkeye and at CN Hornsville, I loved the field work.
Did you get to mow your outfield?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
So I mowed. So I always made it to where I always we had grass, we had pits, we had a grass. So I always
you did like everything.
Yeah, I did everything. So so I would mow like a big arch almost around the infield to make it like this is where the infield starts, and I would always mow it a little bit lower, and then I would mow it probably a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch higher in the outfield, so you could see where the outfield started.
Man,
oh, I loved it. I got a video I want to show you of how good looking our
I'm looking
field
forward to it.
Yeah, it's neat. I'll show you later.
I only had to mow like one time because usually just maintenance or whoever would mow whenever I coached. But there was one day where the maintenance couldn't do it at Van Buren for whatever reason, and so me and an assistant coach, he brought his mower down, and we had a game that day, and it was a Saturday, and we got down there at like 8 a.m. We were going to play at like 11 or 12. And we just knocked it out real quick, but that was the only time I've ever done it.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I'd honestly, I'd mow it 2 or 3 times a week, and I might just do the outfield one day, and then I'll do the infield the next day, or maybe vice versa. And then I always did it on Sunday afternoons, like about 4 o'clock. I'd go down there Sunday, and I just get on the mower for 2 hours, and I enjoy it. So I really love that part of it.
All I can think about right now, I know that we're talking about yard work, we're talking about summer, we're talking about things, but all I can think about is AJ and Big Justice, because they were on my TikTok just a couple days ago, and the little one, is that Big Justice?
Yeah.
Okay. He stares at the camera and he doesn't blink.
Yeah.
And it's all I can think about whenever he's eating chicken bakes or whenever he's booming or whatever. I just stare him and look him in the eyes, and you can see his soul, and it scares me.
Yeah.
And it's impressive that they have made, I'm sure they're millionaires and they're fine and well off. I mean, I've never looked at their net worth, but people get famous over the craziest stuff.
Yeah.
And the chicken bake one in particular, where they were doing ranking Costco foods or whatever, and then people started making their own versions of it, like using their sound. Like, the internet is crazy.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to figure out at what point do people get, like, I'm sorry, like, at what point were they doing it where they had to have not had success?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like there's just literally, I'm sure there's like repetition, but there's just one video all of a sudden where it blows up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
then,
at what video? Like,
yeah.
Did they have to make 70 before it did?
Right.
Or was it like, first 10 times that they rolled it out there, like, hey, whoa, this worked. Like, that's always interesting.
It's literally overnight.
Yeah,
where
it
it happens.
And I don't get it. But I'm just curious at what point did they turn the corner and they were like, hey, this isn't a waste of time.
Well, it's even the same, like Post Malone. He wrote all these songs. He would post it on SoundCloud, and he wrote White Iverson and posted it out. And then he said he literally woke up, and overnight it was millions and millions of views on his SoundCloud. It's just literally, like, how does that happen? I don't get it. I understand. I can take my phone and I can look up anything I want right now.
Right.
But what makes a million other people look up that same exact video?
I know. Isn't that weird?
And so this is getting further, and I don't know where we were going, but this is getting further. So I watched it. We're on TikTok. I watched a TikTok, and it was talking about the lock screen on your phone.
Uh-huh.
And so just, whenever you look at the camera, it unlocks. But if you just put your face up there and you don't look with your eyes, it will not unlock, because it's not actually reading your face, it's reading your eyes. The infrared in the camera is reading your eyes. Well, anyways, they said...
I did not know that. That is...
Try it right now. Do you have the face scan?
Well, it's 2026. I do have the face scan.
Don't look at the camera though. Okay, but you're going to have to look to.
I know. I'm trying. I mean, it's on.
Okay.
It's not unlocking, but then I open my eyes and it unlocked.
Okay, so there's infrared that's in the camera that is reading your eyes, and even scarier than this, Mike. We're down a rabbit hole, and we're just going to keep going. Whenever you're on Facebook or going through Google or whatever, people always say, "Oh, I looked up deodorant, and so now I got deodorant advertisements." Right?
Oh, it's awful.
But it's not because you looked up the deodorant. It's because it saw where your eyes were looking at the deodorant.
Shut up.
That's what TikTok told me.
No.
And so if you're scrolling through whatever, where it's tracking where your eyes are going, and that's why it shows what advertisements or whatever to push out at you.
There's no way.
I promise. I watched the video. The video's not going to lie to me.
I mean, so you're telling me that if okay, all right. So you're telling me the other day on my TikTok, what I scrolled past was the Wiggles.
Yeah.
The Wiggles, and you know what it was? I mean, the most iconic of Wiggles scene of all time. Fruit salad.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was doing that. So you're telling me that if I was looking at the grapes,
Yeah. You're going to get grapes.
I'm going to start getting grapes. It's
And
not because you say it out loud. I mean, I always thought it was your phone's listening to you.
I do think that is true, too. Now, so I guess
They're always listening.
I guess we've gone to conspiracies because I watched this old FBI guy, and he was talking about how the FBI or CIA, whatever he was, he said that as long as your TV is plugged in, they could radio into your TV and hear everything you're saying. All it has to be done is be plugged in. And they can use the speakers in your TV, in your smart TV, to hear everything, all your conversations. So yes.
So if that was true, let's say figuratively that was true. I'm not saying that it's not, because it does. I mean, I've heard that.
Also, sorry, go ahead. I said they
Yeah,
they.
no, that's where we're at now.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, we're at they.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are, but
Whoever they are, they're listening.
Yeah, they're listening. They're probably listening to this.
I know they are, but it's not because it's on the microphone. They're listening to the TV that's over there or the computer that's plugged in, or my phone. Sorry, you were saying something, and I kind of got.
Yeah, well, my I don't really even know where I was going with it, but just saying, if that were the case, I mean,
You said
why
if
would
that
they?
were true.
Yeah, if it were true, you always hear about bugging rooms, and you got microphones, and you got people that are why would they do that? They wouldn't need to.
But back then, there wasn't smart TVs.
When you say, what back then?
Back then, and they.
Yeah, back then they didn't have to do it. Back then,
You didn't have to wear a wire hose out, Tuve.
yeah, it's okay. I mean, but they still do that stuff. I mean, they still bug people up. But if you didn't have to if you could just hook into a computer, why would they not just do that?
Wouldn't
instead?
it be so cool to be a secret agent like James Bond or something? Work for MI6?
I mean, I'm not. All I'm saying is.
I know what you're going to say.
Is you've never seen James Bond and me in the same room.
You're darn right I haven't.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying. So watch your mouth.
007.
When you use they, you start.
They.
Yeah, when you start saying they, I'm gonna need you to watch your mouth.
Oh, how did Big Justice get us here?
I don't really know. This is typically what we do. We usually have a plan. I should say we don't. We never have a plan for
the
this.
first couple of episodes, we definitely had a plan.
Yeah, because we were but now it's.
This
now
is
it's
more
just
fun.
Yeah, it's way more fun.
Yeah.
It's way
And
more
for
fun.
some
to just
reason,
be
there's
off
at
the dome.
least a handful of people that still listen.
I was at the Twin Rivers graduation the other night, and somebody came up to me and was like, "Dude, this is ridiculous." I haven't talked to the guy in several months. He was like, "Dude, this is ridiculous." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You guys haven't put a podcast out in 3 weeks," and I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Dude, I'm like, you're gonna have to start." He's like, "You're gonna have to start popping these things out." I am working now, and I'm, he's a farmer, and he's like, I'm gonna have this. I need you to do 2 or 3 a week. And I literally said, "Well, it's about to be summer. We're about to slow down, both of us. I mean, I know that you're still doing stuff, I'm still doing stuff, but it's not I'm teaching from 7 o'clock to 4 and then doing coaching. It's more like I'm coaching for several hours and then I'm done.
Got time.
And so I told you the other day, and the thing still stands true. I will come in at midnight.
I'm in. It's summer break. Well, I got 2.5 days. It's summer break.
Yeah, it's summer break, and I'm good with popping these bad boys out.
We need to think of a good name for the summer. Like our summer session of podcasting.
The summer session, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll have to ChatGPT something.
Yeah, well, school's out of session, but we're in session. I mean, I don't know.
Something.
That didn't sound good at all. Actually.
I like where your head's at.
Yeah, but that was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. Okay, all right. we're gonna move on from that. But no, but we're gonna start. Hopefully, I mean, we say it all the time.
I know, and
we get busy.
and stuff happens. And the last thing that happened was I moved.
Yeah,
that's why. I mean, 2.5 weeks. That's.
Well, you've been trying to get settled in. I mean, I called you today. So I called Jake today, actually, for our listeners. I called Jake today to not only see what he was doing, see what time that he wanted to try to do the podcast. I also had to make a little bit of a drive today, so I was going to call, see if he was busy and wanted to go with me, whatever. I called Jake, and the first thing that he answers the phone with is, yeah. It's like, whoa, you're speaking all wrong to me, homeboy. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Is that how you're going to answer the phone? He's like, I mean, what? I mean, well, how was golf? I'm like, all right. I'm just asking if you're busy. Yeah, I'm on my roof. I'm sweating on my roof right now.
I was sweating
like
so much on my roof.
So you've been trying to get settled in. Is my point. Is like you still got a lot of stuff that you've been doing, but I helped you move. And for our listeners out there, if you don't know Jake is I mean, you're what, 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'5" with cleats on, but yeah.
6'5" guy. I mean, Jake's big fella. And I was helping him move, and it was so funny because, like, I'm just straining my back and getting whatever I can. And one time, Jake comes out of the truck, the U-Haul, and he's got 2 of the smallest boxes known to mankind. And I'm over here trying to carry a couch by myself and like finagle it out of this U-Haul. And then Jake's like, I got this. They're plants. like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to grab this lamp. Hold on.
No, so I've moved a lot in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, outside, like, since college, this will be my 11th year. I have moved 6 times, 7 times in 10 or 11 years.
A lot of turnover.
But it's like I lived in Poplar Bluff, moved to another spot in Poplar Bluff, moved to Van Buren, moved to Mountain View, moved back to Van Buren, moved to Poplar Bluff. I mean, there's a lot of moving, and I am tired of it.
Yeah, you're sick of it. Yeah.
I'm ready to just buckle up and hang out here for a while.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Life is here.
Yeah. And you're about to. I mean, you're buckling down now. So
I had a first, though, because usually whenever we move, we might rent a U-Haul trailer. We might rent a U-Haul something, and Uncle whoever will drive it. I drove I don't know how big a bus is. How many feet's a bus? Do you know?
Oh,
okay. I drove a 26-foot U-Haul.
Yeah, it's big.
That's the biggest U-Haul. That's the biggest anything I've ever drove before in my life, and I loved it.
Oh, it's awesome.
I felt like I was smoking the Bandit.
Yeah.
Whenever driving from Bluff to Van Buren.
Yeah, it looked like you were having fun, too.
Eastbound and down.
Yeah, you look like you were having fun.
Yeah,
there.
it was a good time up there. And I had my old dog up there with me.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You had your old dog. That old dog was having a good time. The old dog was having a good time. But when we put everything in that U-Haul, we were really afraid that things were just going to break.
Yeah.
And you did have something break. A pretty important thing that break.
Yeah.
And you spent some money on it.
Pretty frustrating. Mike and I, we play some video games. We play a few games, and I always play on the gaming monitor because I am a nerd, I guess. But
didn't even know that was a thing. I'm so new to the game; it's crazy.
Yeah. So my gaming monitor was the only thing in the entire house that had a crack in it, that had any damage to it at all. Up in the top, it had just a little bit of crack, and I screamed whenever I first turned the Xbox on. And but I was just going to roll with it, just, save up and just buy another one, whatever.
Right.
And then last night, it started like giving me a seizure by the strobe lights it was flashing at me because it was just freaking out, purple lines going through and, strobing at me. And so it was 11:05 and of course PM. And I said, I'm going to go to Walmart. Well,
just decision made.
I didn't know Walmart closed.
I really didn't know either.
I always thought it was just open all the time.
Well, I knew
Didn't
that
it used to be?
It used to be, and then COVID happened. And then I thought once COVID happened, I thought it shut down at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
It closes at 11.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
At least here.
Yeah, I thought it closed at 11 during COVID. I should have probably said that better. And then I thought once we got back into the swing of things, COVID was no longer a crazy thing. So I thought it went back to 1 or 2, but it didn't. It doesn't.
It's closed. Yeah, it closed. So at 11:05, I'm getting on my phone to try to figure out if I can go to Walmart, and it says that they closed. So something that we didn't have in the boondocks of Van Buren, out in the boonies, was Walmart delivery, and it is.
It's dangerous now, ain't it?
Crazy thing. I don't know. Will I ever go to Walmart ever again? I had my wife. She uses it, and I said I need this gaming monitor. Showed it to her. She ordered it, and it showed up at 6 a.m. this morning.
That's crazy.
But then, I was working on the yard, and we needed dog food, and I said, "Hey, Britt, will you order some dog food?" And they brought some guy drove up and put a Walmart sack and had dog food out. Like, why will I ever? If I didn't have to work, I would stay home forever.
Well,
between Walmart delivery and
doesn't
DoorDash.
that sound like such a cool job though? Like
to be a Walmart delivery guy.
I mean, just be like, hey, every morning from 6 a.m. to noon, I do that.
I've got a buddy who works at Bluff, and he does do that during the summer.
Yeah,
and I mean, he makes good money.
Yeah, I sort of say you're not going to make phenomenal,
but he makes good enough.
Yeah, but you'll make some money. For sure.
If you're a teacher on teacher salary and you it gets spread out over the summer,
but
but
it's spending money.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a little bit deal.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do that with a smaller level. Probably I'm trying to do that with baseball cards, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Man, you're rolling with it too.
Yeah, I am. I'm rolling with it now, so I'm hot and heavy and with it. And
I mean, it was just a few episodes ago you were absolutely not going to ever sell, and now you can't stop selling.
Yeah, well, it's just because.
Are you addicted? Do you have an addictive personality?
Yeah. Yep.
Same.
Yeah, I do.
Anyways, go ahead.
There's people that struggle with a lot of things.
This is yours.
And, mine just so happens to be I struggle with pieces of cardboard with
some
other
people
men's
smoke,
faces
some
on
people
it.
drink.
It's like,
hey, speaking of that, thank you for my piece of cardboard that I finally got in the mail.
yeah.
Because on the whatnot, you have to ship something to me.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really know that. So a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Bought from me. Well, I'm just thinking I'm just going to deliver them to them. So I do. I deliver it to everybody, and then I get this little message from Whatnot. And they're like, "You have not shipped anything. It's been 4 days or something." And you're like, "Wait, what?" And I'm reading it, and it's like you will be flagged because you're not shipping your stuff. And I'm like, "Oh my god!" So I get on there, and I'm contacting customer support. And I'm like, "Hey, these were my buddies. I've already given it to them." They're like, "No. You have to ship something." So I literally got a piece of cardboard that I cut out and put it in an envelope and sent it to everyone who I gave cards.
I have it in my very minimal collection. It's just right there. I have a piece of cardboard there because I think it's a fun thing. I might write your name on it, maybe get you sign it. That's probably going to be worth more than any of the cards I've bought so far. I mean, I have an Alex Reyes.
Oh, that Alex Reyes! I thought that was a cool card when I bought it. Though.
Yeah, I mean, at one time, it was probably going to be an awesome card, but now.
But see, that's the thing.
But okay, but will randomly overnight will that card be worth something someday?
It could, if he just comes out of nowhere and just starts doing well. We just talked about it. Colton Montgomery, is a White Sox player right now. I have a really cool card of him. It's an autograph card, whatever. Well, I was actually thinking that's weird that my Colton Montgomery has not sold yet, and then, I look online or I look at ESPN, and literally as I'm looking at scores, it says the White Sox go up another run. And I click on it, and it's Colton Montgomery hit a home run. And I just thought, oh, that's weird. I was just thinking about Colton Montgomery. And then as soon as that happened, boom, my card sold. And I was like, wait, what? And that's how fast it happens, man. Like it's just so crazy.
I don't see myself ever selling any card that I buy because most of the cards I just try to buy like a $2 card just to. I mean, in the end, I do think it's kind of neat. I get the addictive part of it, but in the end, I'm just getting on whatnot to be supportive of you and be supportive of Colton or Kurt whenever he was on.
No, yeah.
And so I try to buy like a $2 one, or if I see that somebody really wants something, I'll try to make it so that they make a little bit more money on it. But,
Right.
Try to up the bid.
So it's funny you were talking about this too, because I have not told my wife this. I don't think I've told you this, but yesterday was our last day of school. I was bored. Okay, I was bored. I'm sitting in there in the gym. I'm watching 100 kids by myself, right? So I'm just sitting over at the trainer's table. I get on Whatnot, and I get on this stream, and this guy is running $1 numbered cards. And I'm not going to go into very much detail about it, but they were on sudden death for 3 seconds. So you could literally buy a $1 card that was numbered to 99 over someone that you liked. It was a really good deal. I probably made 25 transactions in under 5 minutes. And I got an email from my bank
No.
and Venmo and said, your Venmo has been suspended for suspicious activity. And I had to contact them. and prove that I am me,
That it's you,
that
yeah.
I'm me, and that it was my fault. And I'm like, yeah, it was me. And they're like, what are you doing? Why did you make 25 transactions in under in 3.5 minutes? And I was like, the guy was running really good deals.
That is a very helpless feeling, is whenever you do get that message from the bank and they're like, hey, just so you know, all of your money, you can't use it until further notice because of something like that.
Yes.
That is, and it's even worse when it always feels like something like that happens whenever you're like on the beach.
Yeah.
You're on vacation. You're in Colorado, something like that.
Yeah. Because you're in a different place.
Yeah. And they freak out and obviously. And so it makes me like, I don't know.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm glad that it happens.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
But
I'm not mad about it.
It does make me feel helpless whenever that is.
But you're talking about like literally, I was hysterically laughing by myself, and I'm like, you are an idiot. I'm such a degenerate on this app.
Mom said no.
I'm like, I literally deleted the app. And I threw my phone into the bleachers. And I was like, what am I doing?
But you probably can make so much money.
But that's
off
my
of those.
point. That's my point. It's like the whole point of me doing this, or the whole point of me doing that was like, I mean, I know it sounds counterproductive, and people will think I'm crazy, but I could sell every one of those cards for $2 at least. If I just had a stack of numbered cards and I said $2, and I just went one by one, I would sell a lot of them, and that's just the nature of it. So I bought them for $1, and I had free shipping. I bought them for $1, and I can sell them for $2. It's like, well, you're making double. I mean, like, any way you want to shake it. Now, it's not this big, crazy, profit.
But it's still some.
But it's something, and it makes sense. And so that's the only reason why I do it.
I went into my first card shop a couple weeks ago. It was whenever we went up to the Cardinal game.
Okay, yeah.
And
we need to talk about the Cardinal game too.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting there.
Okay.
So I had gone to my first card shop ever. And like legit, like walk in and there's two dudes behind the counter and they're talking cards, right? Everything from a Pokemon to a Yu-Gi-Oh to here's the old, you can buy the old PlayStation back behind me, or here, open up a pack right here. It's the first time I've ever been in one of those.
Oh, it's a dangerous place for me.
And me, Colton, and Jesse, we went. And Colton, I mean, he's kind of in it a little bit, and so he was talking the jargon with it. And me and Jesse were just walking around looking through stuff, and we don't really know what we're looking at. But I get it. I guess it would be fun, but I like they just had boxes and boxes and boxes and all this stuff, and he's like, oh yeah, this guy opened up this box and he pulled a $1,000 card right here in this shop, and I get it, like that's cool.
But you don't get it.
But I don't get it.
and I get it, and that's fine. I'm just doing it as a side hustle right now, and I have one guy that I PC, and that's basically it. I PC Otani now, and then basically everybody else I sell. cool cards are worth more. And I sold a pretty cool. I sold a pretty cool Vladimir Guerrero Jr. card this morning. It was pretty neat, and made a little bit of money on it. But so speaking of
I do have a Blue Eyes White Dragon from
I
Yu-Gi-Oh.
saw that.
No big deal. I don't. It's not PSA, but I don't even know what that other.
It was the GMA. Was it GMA?
Maybe I couldn't tell. It's graded 10. No big deal.
Graded 10. Yeah.
No big deal.
I've got several cards I need to send off to get.
Anyway,
graded.
sorry. Go ahead.
So I was just saying that I PC Otani. So when you're talking about going up to that Cardinals game, we did something cool. We went and watched the Cardinals play the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Which was on a Sunday, and it was so awesome because you watch
it
movies. I know it was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday?
Yeah, it was Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Okay.
So, anyways, we
Went to the Cardinal game.
we went to a Cardinal. That's right. So I'm going to sound like I'm a fanboy, okay, real quick. But you see movies, and I think about The Sandlot and talking about the Babe Ruth, the Babe Ruth ball, and they're like, oh, it's the Babe. Like I went and watched him play. This was your great grandpa got this ball, whatever, and got to watch the Babe play. And I fanboyed a little bit. I'm like, we're about to go watch the greatest player of all time, Shohei Ohtani. I mean, he is. He's who I consider is going to be the best player of all time. I mean, what he can do on both sides is insanity. And so I was fanboying, hard. We all went. We had a big group of us. We had a lot of fun. They showed the Kentucky Derby, and that's going to come into play.
Yeah.
That's going to come into play. I thought it was really weird because right before the Cardinals ran out onto the field, the guy on the intercom comes in and is like, and now the 103rd annual Kentucky Derby will be on the Jumbotron before we start. And then they're like, turn around. And
there's not a better feeling than you got all the dudes, you got all the boys hanging out in the Busch Stadium or in just a stadium, and you have something random to me, like the Kentucky Derby come up, and all of a sudden everybody's thoughts, visions, emotions, everything is facing that.
Yes.
And they want Seabiscuit to cross the finish line first. And everybody just goes,
let's go
nuts.
15. Come on now.
Everybody
come on.
goes nuts.
Yeah, you got the amount of people that I saw riding an invisible horse was just not. Everybody's just galloping.
Oh, yeah.
And so, anyways, I just thought it was kind of odd. Whatever. We showed the Kentucky Derby, which was really cool, and then the Cardinals ran out. Whatever. So the coolest part, or the most fun part about that experience, was Colton Manning. I know we talk about Colton a lot.
I feel like we do talk about Colton.
We talk about Colton,
and I don't think Colton listens that much.
No, he doesn't, which is a shame.
It is a shame, but he would say, "Oh, you guys just think about me all the time," because that's what he says.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
So probably the most fun thing that we did was we're in right field because I thought for sure that I was catching an Ohtani home run ball.
There were so many lefties that day.
Yeah,
we were getting a ball.
Yeah, it's so many. So, anyways, we were sitting in right field, and we are probably 2 rows from the bullpen. So we're 2 rows from the Cardinals bullpen, and then right on the other side of the wall is the right fielders. Right, it's Jordan Walker for the Cardinals, and it's Kyle Tucker for the Dodgers. And Colton takes it upon himself to decide that he is going to just talk 9 kinds of crap to Kyle Tucker
for 9 innings straight.
It was unbelievable, and it was all family fun. Like he did not say
it wasn't cussing.
No, he did not say anything crazy.
No,
I mean nothing crazy.
And it never even was ever anything like, "Hey Kyle, you suck." Like it was nothing like that.
It wasn't, and
which is surprising for Colton.
Yes,
if I'm gonna be honest.
It was surprising. So at first, we had a couple Dodgers fans around us, and they when he first started doing the first, second inning, they kind of like, you could see it. You could kind of see him. Well, then by the time that we got to like the 4th inning, they were kind of like, "Oh, it's a good one, bro." Like, yeah, we had. I mean, and Colton was so loud. We had people behind us laughing. We had people over beside us laughing. It got to where people were just listening to him because he was just so loud and obnoxious. And there's zero chance that he wasn't in Kyle Tucker's head.
Oh, 100%.
He was in 100%. His head. So we're gonna play a couple clips because we clipped a couple things and we videoed. And these are just some of the things that he said, and not even the funniest things he said, probably. But
well, I mean, he literally for 9 innings straight. It was he tried for one an inning. He made
and he did it. I mean, yeah, sometimes he did 3 though.
Yeah.
I mean, so play the first one.
So here's number 1.
We playing slow pitch in no time, Kyle.
So in that one,
He had just popped up.
he just popped up to like second base.
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's a $60 million pop up, Kyle." And then like a little bit later, he
here's
says that.
another one.
Okay.
Hey, Kyle! How much money did Shohei win on the Derby?
And then those people, I mean, I know you can't obviously hear it, but those people around us, everybody just started cracking up because I think we were all kind of like thinking, well, it's kind of weird that, they had the horse races on, whatever.
Yeah.
And then boom, just like that, he says that, and it just came off the dome for him, and oh my God,
It was so funny.
I almost threw up
It
laughing
was
so hard.
I think Kyle Tucker went 0 for that day.
He did.
I think he
did.
And I know that probably it had literally nothing to do with Colton, but it was funny to me because there was one time he popped up. It might have been the time he popped up to second base, and he kind of slammed his bat on the ground whenever he was running first. And again, I know it didn't, but in my brain, I thought he hit it. He thought, "Oh, that big guy out in the right field got me."
Yeah, and then Colton, like he said something one time to him like Kyle, right hand Chicago, left hand Houston, whatever, and then Kyle just kind of ignored him. He's like they must love you in L.A., Kyle, to let you be batting 220. And then one time there was a pop up, and this was one of the ones that just caught me off guard. Pop up out there in foul territory, and Kyle Tucker just kind of jogs over there to it. Well, he's kind of jogging back, and he just halfway's looking in the outfield. He wasn't looking at us. I'm not saying that. But he was halfway looking. And about the time that he was looking in our general direction, Colton's like, "Kyle, we got kids out here watching you, Kyle, and you're going to jog like that?" And I just started laughing.
But I will say, by the 9th inning, I may be way wrong, but the way that we saw it, Ethan and myself and Colton, we're all sitting there, he tipped his cap to him.
I thought he did.
In the 9th inning.
I thought he did.
In his last run out, Colton was standing there, and he was waving really big and trying to get his attention, and Kyle just gave him the old, like old Western cowboy movie, kind of gave him the old hat nod. Yeah. Just like, you're pretty good.
And then that last inning, he was up to bat, and I remember Ethan Boyer was sitting there going, he looked down at me and goes, "I've never been more sure that Kyle Tucker is going to strike out in my life." It's like, Colton was living in his head rent free at that point. Well, but man, that day. I mean, just doing that was fun. It was so much fun.
Well, then we talked about how funny it would be if we were looking to see where they were going to be next, and I think they were like,
They were in Houston. Next.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, whatever. And Colton was like, "How funny it would be if I just showed up in right field in Houston."
God. I would have paid a lot of money.
It just followed him.
Yes.
For a week. Just how funny that would be.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Who is this guy? This guy's
restraining order.
It's like that would have probably got us famous on TikTok.
Oh, wait a minute! Did we just figure something out?
Yeah.
It's the summer.
It is.
Or when are the Dodgers in town again?
Oh my gosh!
Anywhere close?
It would be. I mean, dude, it was so funny. And then also, we had a Dodgers fan around us, and I don't know if you heard him, but he tried to heckle Jordan Walker.
Oh, really?
In like the 4th inning, he tried to say something. He's like, "Yeah, go scoot back there, Jordan," and then nobody laughed, and he just kind of looked around. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm not as funny as this guy back here." Sorry. It's like, no, this guy over here, he's trained for this.
Yeah, know your role.
This is literally like this could be Colton's job.
No, he wakes up in the morning ready to heckle.
Yeah, he's so ready.
Yeah.
So
I'm so mad that Colton doesn't really listen because this is a good episode for him.
Yeah, it is. And he would love this because he would talk about this a lot. And I mean, we talk about it a lot. I mean, ever since it happened, I don't know if there's a single day that goes by that I don't watch one of those videos.
Yeah.
Or
we
that
send
I
it,
don't, or I don't talk about it.
Kyle
I mean, I called everyone in my contact book, everybody the next day, and I was like, you got to listen to this. I'm like, Colton, I mean, he just never let up.
No.
And like I said, he never cussed. He never said anything crazy. We had kids around us. Like, he never said nothing crazy. He was just so funny.
It was so funny.
It was so funny and witty. And it's like, he'll be playing slow pitch in no time. Hey, that's a $60 million pop up there, Kyle. Yeah. Kyle, what about some hustle there, Kyle?
Yeah, you would, Ethan was videoing every time he would do it. And I was sitting close enough where Colton would be like, all right, I'm ready. Get ready. And like, get the camera ready.
He loved that camera on him.
I'm ready for my makeup now. Yeah, I'm ready for.
Oh my gosh! Well, that and it made you go, I want to do this again. I mean, just be a bleacher creature out there.
Something that's kind of crazy going on. I know you're a Cub fan, but the tarp's off for the Cardinals the last couple games. Like, I feel like that would be so much fun.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It looked incredible.
You know, I don't know if you saw this or not, but I was on the TikTok, and it was a transition of like what it was somebody who was filming near that section, and they were like, these idiots, and they literally had like a Snapchat.
How it started.
And they were like, these idiots just took their shirts off, and there was like 5 guys. And then it was like another Snapchat, and there was like 10 of them. They're like, these guys just talked 5 more guys to coming over here. And then it was another like Snapchat story, and it was like, oh my God, now they're trying to talk my husband into going over there. And then it was just got bigger and bigger and bigger. It wasn't like, hey, everybody's packing out this section. No, it was literally like 5 people in the section.
Yeah.
And then it got to so big, like they kept getting people.
Had 3 sections.
And they had 3 sections of those guys just had their shirts off just out there. And then, of
like
course, the Cardinal way, they end up winning on a walk-off home run or walk-off hit and to win it. And they're just going ballistic up there. And you're just like, okay.
So then Ollie paid for tickets for that section.
Yeah.
For the next like 2 nights or something.
Yeah.
Free tickets.
I think you just had to like
be there.
Well, I think you had to like click on a link, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm sure there's something.
It was, but it was super cool. And then Ollie doing that was pretty awesome. And he even said something like, in the press conference afterwards, he's like, I'm just going to start this off by saying that was electric. I want to pay for the whole. I mean, I want you back every night. I'll pay for you. You know, just saying all this crazy stuff. And he's like, that was awesome. And you know, as a coach and sports guy, it is sweet. I know I was messing with Jesse and Lane last night, and you about it because I'm a Cubs fan, but at the end of the day, it was awesome.
It is as a coach, it is so much easier and so much more fun to compete whenever there's something like that going on, where it kind of takes away from the game enough, but it's still adding, the emotions back into the game.
Oh, the crowd going nuts.
Crowd changes the game.
It does, and that's why you try to bribe kids into going all the time.
Well, but you think about college football. I feel like is where I guess college basketball too, but the crowd is so important in college games. And
especially in Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh my
games.
gosh, you can't even hold on to the Xbox control because it's rattling so much.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
But so I actually on TikTok I saw one, and it was the best crowd reactions or crowd noises or whatever in college football, and it was Penn State whenever they had Mo Bamba playing.
Oh yeah,
and how just crazy it was, and of course they turn it off and they're still singing and rapping Mo Bamba, and it gives you chills whenever you're in or around that moment, like at Mizzou whenever they're
Mr. Brightside
singing Mr. Brightside. Like it's a whole nother level of fun.
Yeah. Well, for those listening, we're Mizzou fans. So if you don't know like the Mizzou version of Mr. Brightside, you can look it up.
Yeah, you can't sing it here.
Yeah, we're not singing it. I'm not singing it here. But just know that I was at the game when we played Kansas this year for football, and I had 2 very small children in front of me, and I was like, and Courtney was sitting there going, "You can't say it." And I'm like, I'm not. And I'll never forget the mom of these 2 kids, and I'm talking 10 and 7. And everybody's singing, it's about to get to the part, and the mom literally turns around to him and goes, you can do it this one time.
Oh my gosh.
And these kids were like double high-fiving on the bleacher, and they're like, let's go. And I looked at Courtney, and Courtney's like, don't. And I'm like, I'm not, but this is hilarious what's about to happen here. And then they joined in with the crowd.
Too.
They joined in with the crowd.
That's
and
awesome.
it was Electric City in there.
So, whenever I was growing up, being from around that area, I remember I have a core memory in my brain for whatever reason, and it's nothing like it wasn't like it was a crazy game or anything, but I have a core memory of my dad picking me up early from school because Mizzou was going to play, and in those days it was at the Hearn Center,
Right.
and I remember again a core memory of my dad and I climbing up the steepest Hearn Center steps you can possibly think.
Oh,
I mean,
they were on the floor.
they're terrible. They're all the way up. And we go all the way up to the very top. And we're sitting at the top of the Hearn Center watching the Mizzou game. Of course, as a kid, it was the coolest thing ever. But I remember being up there and they're just going at it about the words that we were talking about.
Right.
And
What are they again?
I'm not going to say
Okay,
on
all right,
here.
all right.
But you get the idea.
Yeah.
And my dad just was like looking at me and he's like, just don't listen. It's okay. Just don't listen.
But the whole time you were listening.
That's all I can think about.
Yeah, that's all you can think about. It just lives in my head rent free too. So in that game too, in that Kansas Mizzou football game, did you see the guy was come out and he was like had a chance for? I don't know. I think he had like a chance for like $10,000 if he made a field goal.
Yeah.
And he had to kick a 35-year-old field goal. And he just pulled up his shirt and it said the words that we're talking about. And he just turns around and just kicks it straight
at Kansas,
straight at their bench. And he's just like flexing on them. And you're talking about wanting to headbutt a wall.
Right.
I could have headbutted a rhino at that point. Like I was locked in.
Right.
I was locked in. And I just thought, and the whole time when he did that after the fact and he walked off, I'm like, I cannot believe that guy thought of doing that. Like, that's hilarious.
Yes, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's hilarious. And I know he got a lot of love on Twitter and different social media outlets and all that good stuff. But dude, that guy needs more flowers than what he got, because I'm telling you, that was witty. It was hilarious. It had to have been spur of the moment, because there's no way that guy knew for days.
He was going to be the guy.
Yeah, he didn't know for days.
Yeah.
There's no way. He just won a contest like at the deal and was like, oh yeah, you can go kick this field goal for $10,000 or whatever it was. I don't even know what it was for. And he was like, wait a minute.
Somebody get the paint.
Somebody make sure they're filming. He had a Colton moment where he's like, hey, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
He's like, hey, make sure
Get
we're
your
live.
camera out.
Make sure we're live
Yeah.
here, okay? Hey, where's K or whatever it is up there, whatever news outlet it is.
KOMU.
KMOU, that's it. Make sure they're rolling.
That's fine.
That's hilarious. So, no, but that, I mean,
Growing up in Mizzou, Kansas, it was always a big thing. It was never really, as sad as it sounds, it was never really much of a game during basketball. I mean, Kansas has always been really good in basketball. You have the random ones where Mizzou would win, and everybody's going nuts. Football, they had some fun times though. The Chase Daniel years.
2007.
Yeah.
That 2007, 2008 years were awesome.
Where they're at Arrowhead, and I think of, again, a core memory. I'm sitting downstairs in the basement watching the game, and Todd Reesing is getting up out of Arrowhead Stadium.
Got the red on it.
The turf is like stuck in his stuck in his helmet like that. Again, that's a core memory. Also, that was awesome.
So I always get so jealous because my sister, that was the time frame that my sister was at Mizzou. Just like
That's a good time.
like peak Mizzou. I mean, baseball was solid at that time. Basketball was solid at that time. And then, that year was the same year, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that was the year that JT Tiller beat Kansas.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm pretty sure it was. If it's not, then it's pretty darn close. It was in the time frame that my sister was at Mizzou, is my point. And then, of course, the football team was awesome.
So good.
And, when I was at Mizzou,
Some of the worst years.
oh, my God, we lost to Middle Tennessee State on homecoming, and I thought I was going to burn Harpo's down.
I was there.
You were at that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at that game, and I was like, an idiot in the student section, and we ended up losing. And I was like, well, this sucks.
Yeah.
You know, like, because the year was right before I got to Mizzou, right before I went, we were back-to-back SEC East champs, and we were coming off them. And then whenever I was there, we were just awful.
You ever have any classes with anybody cool?
Yeah. I mean, I had some classes with like Terry Beckner Jr.
Okay.
Like I had a class with him. I'm trying to think. DeMarcus Acey.
Oh,
remember him?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I had DeMarcus Acey in my class. We used to play. I used to play all the time with those Mizzou basketball players, whether it was at the rec or at Mizzou Arena and like their practice facility. I used to go over there and practice with them some, or not practice with them. That sounds bad. They used to pick up and play sometimes, and I was always around. And then one of the coolest ones that I actually tell people about that's random was I had a class with TJ Sikkema, and we had a appreciation of the Amish class together. And TJ wasn't there all the time, but when he was, we sat there and we hung out and we just listened to the lecture and we would talk about the class or whatever. And so TJ was a cool guy, but he got drafted in like the first round to the Yankees.
Brittany, she had class with Matty Mock.
Oh,
But she said they sat next to each other every single day. He asked for a pencil. He didn't bring anything to class. He'd ask for a pencil every single day. And so eventually Brittany just packed extra pencils because Matty Mock always needed one.
yeah, Matty Mock probably wanted like some hardcore drugs or something too. Was probably what he's done. But goodness gracious, that dude was wild.
Yeah.
That was a wild man.
Yeah.
But
He's coaching now
yeah, I saw that.
towards Springfield.
Yeah, he was back in like, is he at Glendale? Is that where he's at?
I think so. I think his dad is the head football coach and he's the offensive coordinator.
Yeah. And
It's something like that.
Matty Mock was a wild dude though.
Yeah, he was.
And that was also the time frame that I was there whenever he got busted with some crazy drugs or something. But yeah, he was a wild man. And then we turned the reins over to Drew Lock when he was like a freshman, and he was good, but man, there were some rough times in that time frame. So I always tell people all the time, like, Mizzou was a blast. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. And the only regret that I have was we were just not very good.
Sports sucked.
Yeah, we were just not very good.
Yeah.
And I envy those people that got to see some really cool things. Like my sister. I mean, literally every night was just something going on. I mean, softball was loaded. I mean, volleyball was good. Obviously, baseball and, like we said, basketball and football. They were great, and I had a blast with it. We used to go up there all the time. I mean, my dad used to drive, like he would get off his bus route or make sure he got a sub for his bus or whatever, and would just drive to Columbia on like a Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And go watch Mizzou basketball play somebody, and then literally drive back and get up at 4:00 in the morning to go do another bus route.
It sounds awesome.
Oh, I mean, he was a monster. He was an animal. Yeah, and he loved it. And and I remember being like, Dad, I don't want to go. Like that's so far. I don't want to do that. And I used to go some, and he would go a lot by himself. It was crazy.
Different for me. I live 20 minutes away. We went all the time, but
yeah, it was 4 hours, 4.5 hours for us. So it's like, it was a wild little trip. I mean, he'd make it 9 hours and be fine. And it's like, that's crazy. I mean,
it is a lot of driving.
Oh, so much, but he would do it in a heartbeat anytime. So he has fun with that.
So we're going to start wrapping some things up, but we've been talking about how to finish this. We everything was random. We kind of just talked through. We kind of just.
Yeah, this is a wild episode.
We kind of just hung out, basically.
Yeah, we did. We broke it.
And I like that.
Yeah.
So while that's been going on, I've been trying to think on what we're going to do to finish this. Uh-huh. So what I have thought of, and I phoned a friend here, is his idea. I say his. It was him and his fiance. Their idea was top 5 favorite types of pizza. And I'm talking like a breakfast pizza, a taco pizza, those things. So top 5 favorite types of pizza. And do you want to snake draft it back and forth?
I want to tell you a funny story first.
All right, come on.
All right. talking about my dad. This was a conversation that I just talked about the other day to some people. But a few years ago, I remember ordering a pizza with my dad in the vehicle with me, and I just ordered like a pepperoni pizza. And he goes, "That sucks." I go, "What sucks?" And he goes, "Pepperoni pizza." I'm like, it's probably the universal number one pizza in the world. And he goes, "There's no way. It's not even in the top 30.
Top 30?
That's what he said, top 30. And he's like, "It's not even in the top 30. And I said, I'm looking at him like, "What are you talking about?" I said, what's the top 3? And he's like, "Hamburger and mushroom, number 1. And it has to be universal." And I go, There's no way. Time out. Your list is done.
That's a terrible one.
I'm like, there's no way. And I like hamburger mushroom. I'm not hating on it. But I'm like, there's no way you think that is universally.
Yeah.
It might be number 1 to you.
For you, sure.
But it's not universal. And he goes, "Yeah, it is. Everybody loves hamburger mushroom." And I go, "Dad, we are the only family that I know of that ever would order a hamburger mushroom pizza, ever." And he's like, "Why? It's the best." And I'm like, "Dad, it's not. That's not even the top 100. It's not even the top 100." And he was like, "Oh," and we argued about it. So, anyways, that was my funny story with it. But we could go snake draft.
Snake draft it? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to start or do you want me to?
I mean,
I want you to take first.
Okay.
And I'll get 2 picks on the turnaround.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I want.
Wait, are we on? Is it 4 or 5? Top 5. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pepperoni.
Okay.
Okay.
So you go for your 1-1 is pepperoni. I have thought about
No,
this.
hold on. Is this like okay? Yeah, pepperoni.
Do you want just pepperoni?
Yep.
You can take pepperoni. You can take whatever you want.
No, it's fine.
It's your
Pepperoni.
world. We're just living.
No,
in
I like pepperoni.
I'm going to take, and I'm going to be specific.
Okay.
I want the Casey's taco pizza.
Okay. I love taco pizza.
It is so good, especially from Casey's. And then my number 2, I'm going to stick at Casey's. I'm just going to say the sausage breakfast pizza, because there's a difference between the sausage and the bacon. And I prefer the sausage.
Yeah. So do I get to pick?
You got 2
Like
picks.
I get 2? Okay. So my number 2 pick is going to be Hunt's Brothers. I'm gonna be specific here. Okay.
Yeah.
I want Hunt's Brothers breakfast pizza from the Junction in Heckling.
Oh.
Dude, they used to make, I bet they made 30 pounds of bacon and just crumpled it up on top of the sausage breakfast pizza. And you just had, you were just loaded down with bacon on it. It was so good. It's so good. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to, let's see. You kind of caught me off guard. So let me see.
Are we going 4 or 5? Does it make sense to go 4?
Why would it go 4?
All right, top 5.
Are we doing Mount Rushmore? Is that what you're wanting to do?
No, let's just go top 5.
Okay.
I'll let you. You're on pick number 3 here.
Yeah, I'm on pick number 3.
I'll let you think. You got pepperoni. You got Hunt's Brothers breakfast pizza from a spot. I blacked out. Where was it at?
Oh, the Junction.
The Junction. I've never been there.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Okay.
It's a staple.
Okay.
Of Dunklin County. It's a staple.
It's a staple of DC, huh?
Yeah, it's a staple of
Dunklin County boys.
When you go to Kennett next time, stop at the Junction and you'll see the sign.
Whenever you say the Junction, is it literally
it's on 25.
It's like a general store, like a Casey's? But they just
it's
call
a
it the
gas
Junction?
station. Yeah, it's called the Junction. Yeah.
Okay.
It's right there where at Heckling whenever you make the little T.
Okay.
When you go from 53 to
Oh, it's right there on the right?
Yeah. Yeah. When
We've had to stop there before for a kid that needed to go to the bathroom. Anyways, sorry.
Yeah. So
Good breakfast pizza there.
Yeah. Great breakfast pizza. Great everything. Their hot box is unbelievable. They have chicken gizzards in there. You used to get chicken gizzards all the time. It was awesome.
We always talk about food.
Yeah, we do. There's a reason for that.
Yeah. Pick 3 for you.
Number 3. Let's go. Meat Lovers.
Oh, I was going to take it, but here we go. I actually just thought of this. You're in high school cafeteria rectangle pizza.
There's no way.
So good.
You're lying.
Cafeteria pizza might be. It could be my 1-1.
Jake, I'm about to walk off this podcast.
No way.
There's no way you like that.
Oh my gosh, it's so.
It's a staple in terms of like core memories, but I hated that.
It is
Like you talking about the
so
little,
good.
and it got the little cubes of pepperoni on it and everything
Yes,
too.
it's a perfect rectangle that
I know
goes
what
in your
yeah.
tray.
But then they have like also
It's
like cubes of
so
pepperoni.
good.
I didn't like that.
Oh my gosh, it's good. I can't believe you took meat lovers from me though.
I can't believe you picked rectangular. Okay, all right, whatever.
So this one's going to be kind of an oddball.
Okay,
And it's a specific one, and again, we're a lot of core memories. It's a core memory for me. Shakespeare's Pizza
I love Shakespeare's.
in Columbia.
Yep.
My dad will always get a Canadian bacon and artichoke heart.
Yeah.
Shakespeare's Pizza.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm going to go there.
Okay, all right. Well,
Shout out Rick.
Well, we were just talking about this, and I love this. So there's no hate. I mean, I'm not hating on my dad at all, but I am going to put it in my top 5 because I love it. Hamburger mushroom.
It is not a bad little combo.
It's awesome.
But
Try it
there's
from Pizza
no
Inn,
way
man. Pizza
your
Inn's
dad
so
thinks
good.
It's one.
But yeah, but that is wild. That's what I mean. Like it's not. It's something that I've always grown up eating because he loves it. But there's just no way. There's no way. And then I'm gonna be specific again because I'm gonna go what I like, and I'm a Pizza Inn guy. I'm gonna go Pizza Inn chocolate chip pizza.
I can't believe you took that. That is such a good pizza.
Oh, it's so good.
Have you ever ordered just that, like to go, or like?
Oh, absolutely.
Like call in order. Okay, what can we get you? We got
Yeah.
pepperoni sausage. No, I want the chocolate chip one.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done it. Another good one is the Bavarian cream. I
Yeah,
love
that one's
one
good too. I mean, whenever I do go to Pizza Inn, I literally just get all the dessert pizzas.
Do you want to just go to Pizza Inn tomorrow?
We got an Owls game tomorrow, and you're going to state.
Yeah, that's right.
So I got a 5th pick, right?
Yeah, you get one more.
I get one more.
Yep.
I just really like stuffed crust.
Okay. So any stuffed crust?
It doesn't matter what you put on the pizza. If it has stuffed crust, it's going to be good.
Yeah. What about what? Okay, just curiosity. Like when your mom or dad got like frozen pizza, and you had it at your house. What'd you guys always have? Like what kind? Like
There's
the brand.
two kinds.
Okay.
Red Baron
Uh huh.
and the orange box Tony's.
Tony's. Yeah.
It was always.
So
Sometimes Jack's, but
yeah,
not very often.
Not very often you get Jack's. I don't
It was-
really.
Red Baron was like
Red Baron was a staple
a
at my house.
staple.
Yeah, it was a staple at my house. You know what? Also, I don't know if you ever had it. I don't even know if it's normal, but we used to make Chef Boyardee pizzas all the time.
Excuse me?
The Chef Boyardee pizzas.
I've had a lot of Chef Boyardee. I've never had Chef Boyardee pizza.
There's like a kit, and you make the dough.
I've never done it.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Maybe I'm weird. Maybe my family's weird. I don't know.
Well, your dad likes hamburger mushroom number 1.
Yeah, well, it's super good.
You make your own pizza?
Yeah, you make the dough, and then you spread it out, and then you got the sauce, and it gives you a little bit of cheese.
I've never done that, but I've probably seen it.
I mean,
I've never done it.
well, you would. I mean, it was like something that you would do with like my mom and my grandma and my sister would all be like, "Hey, let's make Chef Boyardee pizzas," and I would go in there and help them make it.
I bet that's fun.
Yeah,
Listen, I have a problem with Chef Boyardee. And by problem I mean I really like Chef Boyardee ravioli.
Oh, really? Okay.
Really, like growing up, core memory. Like at grandma's house, there was always Chef Boyardee ravioli, and I'll eat that thing right out of the can. I'll do it right now. It is so good.
Oh yeah, that's wild.
It is so good. But then she also always had pork and beans, so every once in a while you get a little can of pork and beans. But Chef Boyardee ravioli, very good.
Yeah. Well, I just grew up on like Lunchables and ramen noodles.
I do love a Lunchable.
Oh, dude, the amount of ramen noodles and the different ways that I've had it is insane.
We actually joke. I do love. Oh, do you prefer ramen noodles in the microwave or do you prefer on the stove?
Man, you're gonna laugh probably, but I actually prefer it in the microwave.
I think I do too.
But when I make it in the microwave, I'm just making it one way.
Yeah.
I'm just
It's just for yourself.
Yeah, it's just whatever. But if I'm making like Courtney and I, we'll make dinner. Like we'll make like sushi sometimes, and what I'll do is I'll make some like noodles, and we'll put maybe a little bit of eel sauce in it or a little bit of soy sauce, and just kind of do it with our ramen noodles, and just make it kind of Chinesey, almost like. And
yum yum sauce.
But yeah, so like if I'm ever doing that for like us, we're off the stovetop. You know what I mean? We're on the stove.
You ever do it on the Blackstone?
I haven't.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Well, I mean, I will make the noodles
first,
normal, and then throw them on the Blackstone.
Yeah, and then just start mixing it up. Yeah, yeah. No, we don't. Never really done that, but I have some different ways that I like cooking it. So
we always joke that Chloe, my daughter, won't be able to really feel like what it's like to have ramen noodles and go through the college days because she'll just be eating ramen noodles growing up also. Because, ramen growing, it was always like you get a packet for 6 cents.
Yeah.
Now it's like 25. But
yeah,
Chloe just eat them all the time.
I'll tell you what, we used to eat all the time when I was in college too. And like my roommate, Braden Sintel, shout out Braden if you're listening. Braden bought a rice maker. His grandma bought it for him for like Christmas. And he just had this rice maker. And you just put like 4 cups of rice in it and put a little water, and then you just put it on there for 5 minutes, and then it would just make the rice. And then you just have rice, and we put yum yum sauce on it. You're talking about cheap.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like I would eat that 3 times a week, and I would just put a little yum yum on it, and I would just eat rice and yum yum sauce. It was crazy. And then but that's college. That's college. Right. That's like what you do, and now you're like, I haven't got all my macros. I need to make sure that I eat some with fiber.
Yeah.
It's like
Fiber One bars come in handy there.
Oh, yeah. So it's like, you have all these funny things when you get older. It's funny. Well, Jake, this is actually funny too, because we literally said this might not be 30 minutes.
That was the conversation we had before we hit record. I don't know how we're going to get 30 minutes out of here. And we're at an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah,
now.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's a little bit over what we normally do. But
it is. Well,
if you're still here, cool.
Yeah. Well, I hopefully, Parker, if you're listening, and you're still on the tractor. Shout out you, brother.
Yeah.
Shout out you.
This one's for you.
Yeah, this one's for you. I hope you got that 80-acre field done today while this podcast was going on. Just set that tractor on auto control or cruise control, whatever it is, and just roll with us.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I mean, we're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been listening to the Mike and Jake Almost Experts podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we'll be back with more questionable expertise.
And if we're ever wrong, just remember, no, we were not. See ya.
Mike and Jake, they kind of know stuff. Kind of Mike and Jake, the almost experts, just bros being dudes when the gang gets reckless. Mike and Jake, the almost experts, tell it like it is, and they might be guessing.